just days away, there is plenty more to discuss. Today, we invite you to join us in celebrating the ideas of India as we explore the people's agenda for an even brighter and more inclusive future. Now, before we begin the proceedings of the day, I'd like to express our gratitude towards our partners. Please give a huge round of applause for our co-presenter, Dabur Vedic Tea, co-powered by Rajesh Masale, Bandhan Bank and Gallant Group of Industries, our partners Espera Gems and Jewels, Tata Power, Relly Spray, Tata AIG, Jindal Steel, Tata Capital, Mahara and MMRDA. Our thanks also to our knowledge partner, Sharda University, our wellness partner, Shuddhi Ayurveda, state partner, Uttarakhand Shasan and Uttar Pradesh Sarkar, associate partner, Himalaya, and digital partner, ABP Live and Uncut. Let's once again hear it for all our supportive and wonderful partners. Now, as always, we will begin Ideas of India by seeking the blessings of higher powers with the lighting of the ceremonial lamp. I'd like to invite Mr. Avinash Pandey, CEO, ABP Network, and Mr. Atidev Sarkar, Chief Editor, ABP Network, to kindly join us for the lighting of the ceremonial lamp. I'd also request Dhruva Mukherjee, CEO, ABP Private Limited, to join them for this auspicious start to the proceedings. Beautiful start to the proceedings. Now would like to invite Mr. Pandey to join us on the podium to deliver his welcome remarks.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our, as my colleague said, welcome to 3.0 ABP Network Ideas of India Summit. It is said if you build it, they will come. It's a line from an iconic American movie about building a baseball stadium in the middle of the cornfield. When we started the Ideas of India in 2022, we were like Kevin Costner in that movie. Would people come to listen to an array of speakers? Brilliant, yes. But yet another summit, usual speakers. There were many naysayers who told us we were dreaming too big. But then, what is life without reaching for the stars? So our first two editions were resounding success, thanks to all of you. And we are back again with the third edition of Ideas of India in a year of cataclysmic changes. It is a year of over 60 elections in countries across the world. With all the elections advance the cause of the democracy, we'll wait to see. But people will exercise their mandate and voice their opinions. It is also a year when temperatures will be even higher and even lower in most unlikely of places, where pollutants in the air, water, and land will taint our lives, where forests will burn and glaciers will melt. It is a year when the horrors of the two ongoing wars, which are destroying families and eviscerating homes, seems to continue. It is a year more human and animals will survive in the face of the plenty, yet it is a season of hope, resilience, and reimagination. At the Ideas of India 3.0, we are focused on people of this great nation and beyond. What are their hopes, their fears, and their aspirations? We are proud to present some of the finest names across the spectrum of emotional and intellectual engagement in this 3.0 series. The historian and political scientist Sunil Khilnani, an artist of great courage, Subodh Gupta, an actor who marches to the beat of his own drum, Amir Khan, and his creative collaborator Kiran Rao, a poet whose songs are soundtrack of our lives, and you'll see it tonight, Javed Akhtar Saab, a popular politician and a dear friend of mine who makes sense of India to all of us, Dr. Shashi Tharoor. One of the world's finest economists, Arvind Panagaria, he is going to be here speaking to you. And a top manager of India Inc. who's just taken over the FICCI president, and in the history of 100 years of FICCI, he is the second professional to head it. Before that, they were all business owners. And a woman who embodies beauty and multiculturalism in her work and life, Ms. Padma Lakshmi. There are others, artists, authors, scientists, politicians, admin, musicians who will debate and discuss the issue of our time, quicken our pulses, and take us into sunlight of introspection and imagination. Friends, we are at the cusp of enormous changes. I would like all of us to use these 2 days to think about the challenges that face us, and not merely as a country, but as a human race. Art offers us solace. Science gives us rationale, and technology allows us to explore possibilities we could not even fantasize about. Do we want to be in the right side of the history, or do we want our heads to be buried in the sand and follow the conventional wisdom? And an event like this is nothing without its audience. A stadium is nothing without its spectator, and a summit is nothing without you. Thank you so much for joining this morning. Look forward for our deliberations through the next 2 days. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pandey, for setting the context. And of course, it's going to be an exciting and engaging 2 days of Ideas of India. We can guarantee you that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite on stage now Atidev Sarkar, Chief Editor, ABP Network, for the keynote address.
Ladies and gentlemen, the title of this program admits a contest. As India completed 50 years of independence, Sunil Khilnani argued that democracy, pluralism, and development were the foundations of the Indian state. Professor Khilnani was not wrong, but Nehru's idea of India has been shaken by another. As the Ram Mandir rises in Ayodhya, the idea that India must be a Hindu nation is in the ascendant. In 2018, Mohan Bhagwat said, "We want a nation that is highly competent. However, the competence will not be used to suppress others." And the factor uniting us here is what is called Hindutva. The RSS chief defined Hindutva as the name of the value system comprising unity in diversity, harmony, sacrifice, temperance, and gratefulness, of which truth is the foundation. In the Bharatiya system, along with conducting scientific experiments to study the transient material world, we have also made studies about the eternal spiritual world. We are never satisfied by holding discussions on logic and philosophy merely at the intellectual level. The fusion of the spiritual and the material, of religion and government, reached its climax during the inauguration of the Ram Mandir in January. The Prime Minister said, "Ram is the faith of Bharat. Ram is the foundation of Bharat. Ram is the thought of Bharat. Ram is the constitution of Bharat." Today, this represents the main current in Indian politics. Many millennials sympathize. Vivan Marwa writes that this generation, born between 1981 and 1996, had a big, almost pivotal role in Narendra Modi's landslide re-election in 2019 and the BJP's seemingly unbreakable hold over the country's politics. Most lack economic security because of inadequate job creation. But they are tired of the old elites in Lutyens' Delhi and vote for people who speak, look, and pray like them. They demand bold, decisive leadership. The generation born between 1997 and 2010 thinks a little differently, write researchers Feril Badiani and Harish Krishna. Growing up amid social media, Gen Z are more likely to defy their parents and listen to their friends. Wokeness has become their social currency. Away from the largest cities, they still play safe in their careers and family lives, but they express themselves more freely through their hobbies and, like millennials, have a need for belonging. Ethics have a greater influence on what they buy. Progressives might find an opportunity here. Another idea of India could combine economic and social progress, care for the environment, pluralism, and national security. It could restore the constitutional balance between national unity and the dignity of the individual. It would have to show how more jobs could be created more humanely. And it would need to be articulated by a leader who embodies these values and with whom young voters identify. I come from two Indias, the comedian Veer Das said in 2021, where the AQI is 9,000, but we still sleep on the roof and look up at the stars. Where we claim to be divided by Bollywood on Twitter, but are united by Bollywood in the darkness of a theater. Where we laugh so loudly in the comfort of our homes that you can hear us through the walls, and yet we break down the walls of a comedy club because you can hear laughter inside. The other India must find its voice. To do so, it must answer two questions. If not Ram Rajya, then what? And if not Modi, then who? Only then will we have a real contest. Thank you.